Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? So, we're going to continue with the kind of thing that we did yesterday where we make Sims 3 characters in The Sims 4. This one, right, no, I'm not getting into it yet. I'll tell you about the build when we get to the build, but oh my god, it almost killed me. I was so close so many times to just giving up and just leaving it and just walking away, but no, I had to keep going, didn't I? So we'll get to that. But first of all, I need to introduce the video. We are doing the Alto family, as you probably saw in the title anyway. These intrigue me. This family does really intrigue me. Like, the whole family. There's not even one person that pinpoints that it just intrigues me. It's the whole family. The whole history of the family. It's very interesting. And I feel like I should look more into Sims 3, like lore and stuff, because they're meant to be adding it to the Sims 4 as well, aren't they? But I don't know. So, there's that. So we start off with Nick Alto. Is it Alto or Alto? I think it's Alto. I don't know. But I put his ambitions. I put his traits as family-oriented, ambitious, and mean. And his ones in The Sims 3 were workaholic, family-oriented, hydrophobic, ambitious, and mean-spirited. So, not a very nice person. I will say that. He doesn't seem very nice, does he, really? But, I don't know. It's not for me to judge. But, in fact, no, it is for me to judge. I'm doing a video about it. Whoops. But, yeah, he doesn't seem like that nice of a person at all. And neither does his wife, Vita, who is evil, ambitious, and a snob. And in The Sims 3, she was evil, charismatic, snob, schmoozer, and ambitious. So neither of them seem like very nice people at all, which is interesting because, I mean, there's the whole rivalry, isn't there, between them and the Landgrab family. They're both like the richest families in the area. They have a lot of rivalry between them. But at the end of the day, at least Nancy comes out and says, yes, I am a criminal. I'm just saying, at least she's honest about it. But I don't know, there seems to be a lot of hidden stuff here. I don't know, because then there's the daughter, Holly, who seems quite normal. She seems quite an average girl. She seems to have her head screwed on properly. She seems to know where she wants to go in life. But these two are just infatuated with the evilness and the mean-spiritedness. That's not a word. But they just seem so mean. And it doesn't make sense that they would have Holly, but I guess that is The Sims. You know, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense, but at the same time, it really flipping does. Because, I mean, it makes sense to put a really nice offspring who is none the wiser with two evil parents. You know, that does actually make sense, but at the same time, it makes absolutely no sense. And I love that about The Sims. I love that kind of diversity that they do. I love The Sims. I love it. But speaking of Holly, her traits I set as vegetarian and art lover, and her traits in the game were good, vegetarian, artistic, and easily impressed. Now, easily impressed sounds like she's a bit gullible. I don't know the trait. I've not played The Sims 3. That's the whole point of this series. But easily impressed makes me think that she's a little bit gullible. You know, she doesn't quite, all the screws aren't in properly. She doesn't quite get things. And I don't blame her because she is young, she's still a teen, she hasn't learned about the world yet. She also lives a very closeted life with her mum and dad, being very secretive, being very evil. So, I mean, there's that. And also, in her room, she seems to have like this little children's play area in her actual bedroom. And also her bedroom's downstairs and all like the other stuff upstairs. It's very secretive and very closeted. And I don't know, it just, something's a bit dodgy, innit? There's something there that's not quite right. And I think she is very closeted away from it. She's trying to do good in life. She just wants to be an artist, you know. But yeah, she doesn't quite get what's going on, and you can't blame her for that, to be honest. So we come to the build. I don't even know where to start with this. I'm absolutely shocked by it. The interior, my god, I spent about 3 hours building this, and I still don't know what's going on with the interior, because why is there so much empty gaps? Like, I tried to do it like directly from the image. It was a very blurry image, granted, but I think I got most of it right. But my god, the amount of gaps in the rooms and the amount of empty space. Empty space really annoys me. It gets on my nerves. And oh my god, the amount of empty space in this house was immense. It was absolutely insane. And I was going through it thinking, oh my god, I just want to fill up the space, you know. I just want the space to be filled up and just like nice, but it's not going to happen, is it? And I was literally going through the whole of this build just thinking, oh my god, I just want to start again, and I just want to pick a different house. I'll put out a video tomorrow instead. Loads of stuff was going through my head while I was building this, and I did it in the end, so I don't know. But yeah, it made me want to cry. The exterior though, hats off to them. It was very nice. I did like the little bit in the middle of the path. I like that little greenery. But the interior, no, thank you. Not today. Not in the mood. But yeah, I did like the exterior. I liked the pink. It was very bold. It's a very bold move by them to make it pink. Because with what's his name? With Nick's personality and stuff, you wouldn't expect them to want to have a pink manor. But at the same time, it's so them, isn't it? It's so bold and so out there. So hats off to them for that. You gotta love it. I'm just saying. But yeah, I did like the house. I really did like the house. I couldn't fit it all in because I looked it up and it was meant to be on a 60 by 60 lot. The most I can get is the one in Willow Creek, which is a 50 by 50. So, like the pool at the back and the little maze, I couldn't fit that in because, well, for starters, I don't have the one that comes with Get Famous. I don't have Get Famous. So that I were already at disadvantage because I didn't have enough room to put everything. And it was just difficult in that sense. I could have made the house a bit smaller, technically, but I don't know. It confused me a little bit. So I just kind of didn't. Also, there was a pond out front, and I thought, yes, I get to use the pond tool. Because I've not really used the pond tool on many of my builds yet. I don't know. I don't really use it that often because I'm going to be real. I don't like terrain tools. They do make me nervous. I do get nervous by terrain tools and stuff. But I like the pond tool. It can stay. Like I've got any say in the game, but it can stay. But this build, just no. I just, it's like, it's the opposite of builds nowadays. Like, it's a lovely build on the exterior. I love this build. I think it's so pretty. But the interior, it just isn't there, is it? It's just not there. It's not that nice. It really isn't. And even the style, I used a lot of the stuff from the vampire pack, which was making me nervous. Because you know you're doing a bad job if you are using stuff from the vampire pack. That's all I'm gonna say. Like the mirrors and stuff were from the vampire pack. The like sofas were from the vampire pack. Oh, this one drove me insane, and I quit about 50 times before I finally did it and thought, right, let's just post it and see what happens, because I am not dealing with this anymore. Not today. No thank you. So there's that. But yeah, like I said though, exterior, freaking beautiful. I loved it. I did have to make it medium wall height, which kind of annoyed me a little bit because small wall height all the way. But yeah, I don't know. I did like the exterior. I did like it. I liked the not diversity. Why do I keep saying diversity? I liked how different it was. I liked how out there and unique, that's the word I'm looking for. I liked how unique it was, because I think that's a lot of fun when they do these like kind of different builds, and like they're not all the same, not all like suburban houses, just something completely out there and different, like a bright pink mansion. I think that is amazing. And I'm not even joking, I know I'm laughing, but I really like it. I really like the idea, I love the style, and yeah, it's just so much fun. And it's a game at the end of the day. This is a game, and it has to be fun. It has to be like, oh, what's the word? I don't know. It just has to be fun. It has to be available for all ages, and it has to be transversal. And this is, and I love it. I absolutely adore it, because it's so much fun. It's so out there, it's so random, because you see this big evil family and then they've got a bright pink mansion. It's just insane, but at the same time it works, and it's so cool. It's really, really cool. And I love that. I know I keep saying it, but I absolutely love it. I think it's so awesome. So yeah, hats off to the Sims team. The old Sims team. Like, I mean, we've got the Goth Mansion now, and that's got its own tale to tell, hasn't it, really? It's interesting. I think that's the best word for it. Definitely interesting. The shape is something to behold, isn't it? But anyway, this is The Sims 3, not The Sims 4. I mean, technically it is The Sims 4, but technically it's The Sims 3. I've gone off on a train of thought, and I don't think I'm coming back from it now, so I'm sorry. But yes, the interior, insane. Sorry, I just need a minute, because my god, nothing went right with it. I just didn't get it. I didn't understand the layout. It was just confusing to me, and yeah, I just didn't understand it at all. And I did end up just giving up, and I tried to fill the rooms as much as possible. I really tried, like, it had a microscope upstairs. Not a microscope. Yeah, microscope. Is it a microscope? What's that thing called where you look out the window? Oh, come on, it's got to be a microscope, hasn't it? Oh, I cannot remember what that's called. Do you know what the thing that Bella Goth got kidnapped by? I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember that for life of me, but it's got one of them anyway upstairs. So obviously we don't have that in the game. We've got the absolutely massive one, but I don't think that would fit in very well with a room with a chess table and a treadmill. So I decided to leave that little detail out, because just no, it just wasn't going to work, was it? It was never going to work, so it's fine. We just move on from it, and just forget about it slowly. But I don't think I'll be forgetting about this build for a while. It's not up on the gallery because the gallery's down at the moment. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is for everyone, but for me, the gallery's not working. I don't know why, so sorry about that. As soon as it gets working, I'll put it up on the gallery. It's because of the gallery being down. I also yesterday lost the whole of the single mum's household that I did. The whole of that is just gone now, and it's just gone, literally just disappeared, which is really upsetting, because I worked really hard on that and I can't access it again. But at least it's on YouTube, and like I've got pictures of it and stuff, I've got screenshots. But it was quite upsetting, to be honest, because I did work really, really hard on it, and then it's just gone because the gallery's down. And for some reason I did try and save it, but it didn't save. So that was annoying and quite infuriating. But like I said, we move on. We grow as people, we have fun, and we try not to cry when they give us builds like this. But yes. But honestly, this build, I know I keep saying it, but I've never had a build like this that has just pained me. Completely and utterly just pained me. Like, everything about it was just wrong. It was just wrong. And that's not me having a go at the Sims team. That's me saying the times have changed. And possibly for the better. You know, like, obviously, as time goes on, there's going to be developments. There's going to be new stuff that comes out. There's going to be fun stuff. Like, for example, the bad examples, but the Moschino stuff and the Star Wars pack that are completely based on other things. You know, when The Sims 1 came out, I don't think they would have done anything like that. I know this isn't The Sims 1, but I'm just trying to make the point that the times have changed and things are constantly changing, as are deco styles, which is why this deco style isn't really used anymore. It's not really in circulation. You wouldn't go outside and see a bright pink mansion. That's not something you'd do. You know, everything's all modern now, and it's got like modern builds with like them really slanty roofs, like the land grab home in The Sims 4. You know, it all makes sense. So it is just completely different, and I don't blame the Sims team for that. I just blame development, you know, as a whole. And yeah, I think it's a great build. I love the exterior. I think it is so quirky and cute. But at the same time, it's just the interior that lets it down. And that upsets me. It's the mishmash of colours as well. It's just everything about it just... It's so upsetting to see. But at the same time, I'm glad times have changed, and it's a memory to look back upon and reminisce. But yeah. And like I said, I did enjoy making this, like, a lot. I had a great time making it. I think it's so much fun, and I'm grateful that I did. But we are coming to the end now anyway. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe. Add me on Facebook. My Facebook is Kelsey Sims. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.